Assalamualaikum. Today our group will presenting the inverse of matrix. Before we jump into the subtopics, let me introduce to you guys our group members. First of all, Muhammad Mustaqim bin Nazmi, and the second one is me, Khairi Matin bin Amir Hamzah, and the third one is Ahmad Izani bin Basharuddin, and last but not least, Jufri Junaidi bin Suhaimi Afandi. First of all, purpose of studying inverse matrix. Number one, understanding matrix properties. The existence and properties of the inverse provide insight into the characteristic of the matrix. For instance, a matrix has an inverse, it is non-singular. Its determinant is non-zero. Second one is solving linear systems. One of the primary uses of the matrix inverse is to solve systems of linear equations. For a system Ax equal to B, if A is invertible, the solution can be found using x equal to a power of negative 1b. Lastly, linear transformation. Inverse matrices are essential in studying linear transformation. If a matrix A represents a transformation, its inverse A power of negative 1 represents the inverse transformation, effectively undoing the effect of A. Next, we move to the properties of inverse matrix. As you guys can see, there is 5 properties.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Izani Bashuddin, and I will explain how to find 2 times 2 inverse matrix and 3 times 3 inverse matrix. The first one is how to find 2 times 2 inverse matrix. To find 2 times 2 inverse matrix, we just need to use the formula given in this slide. This formula can only be used to find 2 times 2 inverse matrix. To find 3 times 3 inverse matrix, we need to use different method. Given matrix A, and we need to find the inverse matrix of A. To find inverse matrix of A, we just need to use the formula, which is it will be 1 over negative 2 minus 4 times the matrix that we have changed the position according to the formula, and it will be 1 over negative 6 times negative 1, 1 over negative 6 times negative 4, 1 over negative 6 times negative 1, and 1 over negative 6 times 2, and we get the answer of the inverse matrix of A. Next is how to find 3 times 3 inverse matrix. Given matrix A, to find the inverse matrix of A, we need to use the Gauss-Jordan elimination method. The first step is row 2 need to plus negative 2 row 1. Second step, row 3 plus row 1. Third step is row 1 plus negative 2 row 2. Next, row 2 plus negative 3 row 3. And the last step is row 1 plus 7 row 3. And then we got the final answer of the matrix of inverse A at the right side of the final answer.
In the problem statement section, the question that we have chosen are as follows. A total of 6,300 was invested in 2 accounts. Part was invested in a CD at a 4 over 2 percentage annual interest rate, and part was invested in a money market fund at a 3 over 4 percentage annual interest rate. If the total interest rate for 1 year was 267.75, then how much was invested in each account? As for the solution of the question, first we must convert the percentage number into a round number to make it easier to calculate, which means x is equal to 4 1 over 2 percentage equal to 0.045, while y is equal to 3 over 4 percentage equal to 0.0375. Based on the question given, we can produce a linear equation which is x plus y equal to 6,300 and 0.045x plus 0.0375 y equal to 267.75. After that, we convert this equation into an augmented matrix. In order to solve the matrix, we must use Gauss-Jordan elimination method. Gauss-Jordan elimination method is when an augmented matrix is reduced to a reduced row echelon matrix. After we use this method, like in the slide shown to you right now, we will get the inverse of the matrix A. Then, we will use the formula x equal to A inverse B in order to get x and y. By the end, we will get x equal to 4199.11 and y equal to 2100.89 as the final answer.
Now let's move on to discussion. From our discussion, we can find out how much was invested in each of the two accounts using the inverse of matrix. We can conclude that account X invested $4,199.11 and account Y invested $2,100.89. By using inverse of matrix, we have proven that we can estimate and conclude the amount that was invested in both of their respective accounts. Lastly, let's move on to conclusion. Using inverse of matrix is a good and recommended method to solve linear system equations in order to estimate the best results. Linear algebra is a necessity and can be applied in our human life, including investing in bank accounts.
That is all from us today. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. I hope you guys benefit from this presentation and Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.